Hello, everyone. My name's Rick McCutcheon. I'm a Dynamics 365 MVP, and I'm here today with a very special guest, Natalie Jackson from emfluence. Natalie, introduce yourself to the PartnerTalks audience and let them know about you and emfluence.
All right, thanks for having me, Rick. I'm excited to be here. As you know, I've been following you in the CRM space for quite some time, so it's a pleasure to be sitting here chatting with you today. I am the marketing director for emfluence. We are one part digital marketing agency and one part marketing automation platform. And our marketing automation platform integrates tightly with Microsoft Dynamics. So it's exciting to chat with you a little bit more about that.
And that's the good news, and that's how I got to meet you over time. And I spend a lot of time working with the Dynamics user group community, D365UG, and I know you do as well. And one of the big things that you do there is the Marketing Alliance. Can you talk a little bit about the Marketing Alliance?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Channel Marketing Alliance is very near and dear to my heart. It was actually founded by Brooke Webb Smith a few years ago before she passed. And it's a vision that she had to give a resource for marketers who are either working for ISVs or for Microsoft partners, a space where they can talk about the unique challenges that we face as marketers in the channel. And so we provide supportive resources to one another. We help kind of make sure that we have a community where we can bounce ideas off of one another. And we also put forward a lot of routine content that helps channel marketers specifically be the best marketers they can be in the space that we're in.
And that sort of brought this whole thing together that we're going to talk about today. So we're working with Marie Weiss, and we've got an upcoming educational session called the Get Back to Business Marketing Plan, an online seminar for Microsoft Dynamics, and we're doing that on July 15th. Now, you've asked me to do my LinkedIn stuff and the buying process session that I do, and I'm honored to be able to work with you and Marie. And we've got Marie coming in talking about a content plan, but you've got some really exciting content, I think, talking about the 7 marketing campaigns you need to run now. So Natalie, please tell us a little bit about those campaigns.
Yeah, definitely. So those are really born of experience. So basically what we're looking at is one of the challenges that I've come across in my 8 years as a B2B marketer, particularly in the space with Microsoft Dynamics, is that a lot of times people get their marketing automation platform connected to Dynamics, and then they kind of go, all right, now what? And so this presentation is really born from a lot of hands-on experience, both with my own usage of Microsoft Dynamics. I've been a Dynamics user since way back in the CRM, I think of version 2011 days, maybe sooner. And so it's really like, how can I use my Dynamics instance to really power my marketing automation and my email strategy? So the 7 campaigns that we'll cover are going to be ones that really anyone who's using D365, or even if you're still on Dynamics CRM, if you're on-prem or cloud provisioned, that you would be able to take away and say, okay, how am I going to take the data in CRM and use it to create targeted, segmented, successful campaigns that are powered through my marketing automation platform?
And I think that's great information, right? Because, the more we get into sort of this digital buyer, the modern buyer today, there's lots of studies out there that show us that the average B2B buyer is somewhere between 60 and 80% through the buying process before they actually reach out to a seller or a sales organization. And myself being an old sales pro, I hate to say this, but I think now marketing, and I mean content and getting yourselves out there, is probably just as important or even more important than having your sales team hungry and sort of driving forward. It's really getting content out there that people can consume and understand who you are, what you do, and why they should be talking to you is so important at the front end of a sales funnel.
Absolutely. And I think that's where your marketing automation platform shines. So the other thing that I think comes from this presentation is not just campaigns, but also a better understanding of sales and marketing alignment, which you're on the sales side, I'm on the marketing side. I mean, traditionally, we're the two teams that probably fight the most. If you wanted to throw IT in the mix, then we've got a real battle, right? But I think that that point where your CRM meets your marketing automation platform is really an opportunity to improve sales and marketing alignment. And you can do that by having these conversations with the sales team of how can I help you nurture when you need to be out selling, and getting the content in front of people to successfully nurture on behalf of your sales team so that they can work the hot leads and you can work the warm leads. But that's really where I think there's magic to be had, and I'm excited to kind of share that vision in our July 15th session too.
And I think in that session, I'm going to want to talk about sort of the whole process, right? Right from the beginning of, attracting that prospect, working with that prospect, keeping that prospect warm, doing the sort of funnel management with that prospect. But how important it is that we have integrated data now. We cannot run on two data systems. And every time I go into an organization and I start to look at where are the sort of sales and marketing problems, that's a big one. We've got marketing out here generating content, generating leads, sales over here doing their own things. And that data doesn't come together so we can actually use that data, understand that data, and target that data. And another thing I'm going to be talking about is how we pull LinkedIn into this as well. Because, LinkedIn, there's a marketing component, the marketing teams need to do with it, but it's becoming even more strategic for the sales teams. So if we can pull all this people stuff and process stuff and technology together on the 15th, I think we're going to have an outstanding message for people.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's a really good, I think, hands-on learning tips too. So things that you've learned, I've learned, Marie's learned. I think I always love to share, real takeaways over conceptual takeaways. And so I'm excited to kind of say, hey, here are things that we've actually done that work really well, that you can try for yourself as also.
So I'm very excited about working with Marie and Natalie, and I hope you can all join us on the 15th for our educational session, and I'll put the information in the notes for this session. So Natalie, thank you. I look forward to talking to you again in the future, finding out more about Emfluence and more about your Channel Marketing Alliance and anything we can help the Microsoft customer base move forward in this digital marketing.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Rick. Appreciate it and looking forward to the 15th.
Thank you. Bye for now.